Hi everyone, my name is May Park. Welcome to another video tutorial on my YouTube channel and my blog. Today I'm going to show you how to create this card using gold embossed layering technique. Alteneu has a special release of a new builder flower set on the 15th of every month. Today they just released this builder flower Aster set. Each set includes a 6x8 stamp set and coordinating dies so you can easily create your projects. This is only available as a set, not as individual products. I'll be using two layered images from the set for today's project. I'm pulling out Alteneu Lagoon cardstock and cutting it down into 4¼ inch by 5½ inch using Timo's tonic paper trimmer. You can stamp your images directly onto the A2 size folding card if you want to. However, I find myself more comfortable stamping on the panel because my work surface is flat while stamping. Here I have my mini Misty stamping tool. Since I'm going to use solid image, I want to make sure I get good stamping impression. After placing my cardstock inside the mini Misty stamping tool, I'm positioning my solid stamp on the panel. Then I'm inking up my stamp with the first fine onyx black ink and stamping it on my card front. I didn't get a good impression on some area, so I'm going to ink up the stamp again with the same black ink, and I'll be making sure to press down the Misty cover hard enough to get good impression. As you can see here, I'm moving part of my cardstock outside Misty. That way I can have some room to position my stamp when I stamp my image partially along the edge. I'm making sure each flower points out in different directions while stamping. I'm not going to show you the whole stamping process. Just be aware that I'm stamping 2 or 3 times for each image to get good impression with intense black color. Once I'm done stamping, I'm going to dry my panel with a heat tool. I'm testing out my panel by applying embossing powder to see if the ink is completely dry. I just realized that I shouldn't have used the Versapine Onyx Black ink for stamping as pigment ink takes time to dry. So I create the same stamp panel using alternate jet black dye ink which dries fast. It's time to do some heat embossing. I'm prepping my stamped panel with Inca Dinkadu embossing magic powder bag to prevent any stray powder from sticking to unwanted areas. I'm going to ink up my second layer image with the first mark watermark ink and stamp it on my black stamped image. I will apply some Ranger Gold Superfine embossing powder and tap off the excess. Then I'll heat set the stamped image with my heat tool until it's completely melted. I'm going to repeat this process until I heat emboss the entire background. Misty is so useful when it comes to stamping the same image multiple times on the same position. If you don't have the Misty stamping tool, you could use a regular acrylic block or stamp press for stamping. Here I have Nina Solo white cardstock measured at 4¼ inch by 11 inch, and I scored it at 5½ inch to make an A2 size top folding card. Next, I'm going to mount my gold embossed panel on the card base using double-sided tape. I'm pulling out my sentiment stamp from the Coffee Love stamp set. I'm going to cut my stamp with scissors because I want to use only first line of the sentiment. That's the beauty of clear stamps. You can bend your clear stamps or cut them apart to customize your stamps. If you don't like cutting out your stamp, you can mask up the rest of the sentiment. I'm stamping my sentiment on a piece of black cardstock with the first mark watermark ink. Then I'm going to sprinkle some Ranger Superfine white embossing powder and tap off the excess. I'm using my paintbrush to flick away any stray powder. Then I'll heat set my sentiment with a heat tool until it's completely melted. If you have some white embossing stray left on your black cardstock, you can easily cover it with black marker. I'm finishing off my card by popping up my sentiment banner on the card front using foam tape. To add some interest, I decided to add some white dots between each image using the Signal White gel pen. Which card do you like better? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. This card is so easy to make and the possibilities are endless by choosing different colored cardstock. I hope today's video tutorial inspires you to create your own card with gold embossed background. That's all for today. If you have any questions, please leave comments below and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time with another video. Bye bye!